Hi, this is Trey Pastor, and welcome to my review of Ron, well, not Ron, I would say Ron Burgundy, Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues, the sequel to, the original Ron Burgundy, or Anchorman 1, the first one. Okay, I saw it today, this morning, at 11:30. Can you see it? Hold on. Focus. Yeah, there it is, Anchorman 2. Anyway, this stars the old gang, Will Ferrell, Christina Applegate, Paul Rudd, Steve Carell, uh, I'm gonna say the bunch of David Coach, the whole team. And in this movie, you also have Megan Good. She plays Linda Jackson. You have James Marsden, who plays a fellow anchor, Jack Lyne, and Christina Wig. um, anyway, this story basically begins with, it takes off years later after the original. Of course, Ron and Veronica are married. They have a young son, and of course they're doing the news together. And then Harrison Ford is in here as the boss. He calls them both up to his office, where he basically elevates Veronica to the first female anchor. Okay, and it's the '80s, and of course Ron Burgundy basically loses it, and basically tells Veronica if she takes this job, this is the end. This is it. And of course, it is literally the end. She takes the job, of course, and he moves out. Okay, and in the midst of his despair, he gets a job. Actually, I'll put minor spoilers there. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing. He gets a job basically announcing dolphin shows at SeaWorld in San Diego. And then, of course, he gets fired from that for being drunk and out of control. And then he gets approached by this producer that wants him to, they're going to create this first all 24-hour news station, and they want him to head it. Okay? And, of course, he jumps at the chance, and he has to go get gather up the old gang. They're doing their own separate things. He gathers Brick, Brian, and Champ together. And let me just say, this movie is freaking hilarious. I was laughing so hard I was crying. This movie is so funny. Is it as good as the original? No, I don't think it's as good as the original. The original was just in a league of its own. But this one, I think it's just a slight step below, and it had me crying on certain parts. And I don't know what it is about Steve Carell, his character, Brick Talent. He doesn't even have to really say that this when they put him on screen. I just start crying. I start cracking up because he's going to say something funny and totally out of the moment. And he had me cracking up. And like I said, Paul Rudd is Brian Fantana. He's as good. And of course, Dave Coder too, as Champ Kind, had me cracking up as well too, with his inappropriate hugs to Ron Burgundy. And like I said, Will Ferrell plays that character. Ron Burgundy is so perfect. He's just absolutely perfect as Ron Burgundy. And then you also have James Marsden, who plays Jack Lyne, like a rival to Ron Burgundy. And, they have the little moments of rivalry. And then also you have Megan Good, who plays Linda Jackson, the producer of the new 24-hour station. And her and Ron Burgundy, they kind of butt heads and have a different type of relationship as well. Okay, and like I said, also Christine Wig, she plays Chani Hill, this kind of, I guess you could say autistic, maybe, or strange girl that works at the station, of course, and her and Brick, of course, get along very well, as you see in the trailer, and their interactions are funny as hell. And this movie, like I said, I was there was just so many spots that I was just cracking up without spoiling them. And then also, if you remember the first movie, there was this great big, I guess, anchor battle, and they have one in this movie, but this one is like to the 10th degree that one was, and I don't want to speak well, but trust me, they have so many cameos in this movie that it's absolutely ridiculous. But this movie, like I said, I was crying and laughing at so many spots in this. This movie is just absolutely hilarious. I would definitely highly recommend this. It's probably one of the funniest movies I've seen this year. And oh my god, like I said, anytime Brick showed up on screen, he had me cracking up. Oh my god, there's just one scene with him. Like I said, I'm going to spoil this. Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but one scene with him in the weather map. I'm just going to leave it at that. This just had me cracking up. And also, when they first go to get him, when Brian Burgundy has to get the band back together, they go looking for Brick. And when they find him, you have to see that scene had me crying, laughing. Oh my god, this movie! I would give this movie. I'm going to give this movie. I think the original Ron Burgundy would be an 8. This one would be a 7.5. But this movie had me cracking up in so many funny moments. I'm looking forward to part 3 of Anchorman 3 because they definitely could make another one. Like I said, anytime Brick showed up, Steve Carell had me crying laughing. Again, I'll give this a 7.5 because I'm gonna give the original Ron Burgundy an 8 because that was funny as hell. But this one I'm gonna give slightly below it, 7.5. But it has so many laughs in it, you know. I think it's just a step, maybe just a step below the original Anchorman. But definitely go see it. I definitely highly recommend it. Let me know if you've seen this movie, what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. This is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.